You can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. This summer's cream cheese flavor is pickle. Pair it with a blueberry cobbler iced latte, and don't forget their Berry Breeze dirty soda. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe. Join Old School from 3 to 6 p.m. on Monday, July 27th from the U-Stop just north of Warhorse Casino for a special remote broadcast. Nebraska football's Luke Lindenmeyer will be there for pictures and autographs from 3 till 4:30, and U-Stop is having the Corvette Club bring their red Corvettes down as well. Plus, there will be a raffle for a Dr. Pepper tailgate, a signed Luke Lindenmeyer Dr. Pepper mini helmet and football, and other free Dr. Pepper merch will be handed out. That's all Monday, July 27th from 3 till 6 p.m. at the U-Stop by Warhorse Casino off of West Denton Road.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2026 Ford F-150 for $195 per month for 36 months. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1009974. $195 per month lease for 36 months with approved credit. 7,500 miles per year. 10,000 due at signing. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 8/31/26.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs, quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside's margaritas and old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
When your business is ready for its next move, I'm here to help make it happen. I'm Corey Vandeweghe, Commercial Loan Officer at Midwest Bank on 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Lincoln is full of bold ideas and hardworking business owners, and I'm proud to support the people driving that progress. Whether you're launching something new or investing in growth, I'll work with you to find lending solutions that move your business forward. Swing in anytime. I'd love to hear what you're building. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, Jake, you know what I love almost as much as the Big Red?
Big scores on the field?
Good guess, but nope.
Big spikes on the court?
Love those too, but I'm thinking food. Like those big, budget-friendly portions you find at Buzzard Billy's.
Now you're talking. I love Buzzard Billy's. I love the shrimp po' boys and the blackened chicken.
You almost always find me enjoying gumbo.
Big plays, big scores, big wins, Big Red. Yep, love them all, especially
those big portions that are budget-friendly. Only at Buzzard Billy's, A-Market.
Time for a new AC? Call Bryant. Get rebates now and lower operating costs every day. For comfort and efficiency, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Hi, Kendall Warnock here, owner of A1 Automotive. If you own a BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, or Mini, you know specialized service matters. Our team uses advanced diagnostic equipment, OE equipment, including factory-level software, to accurately diagnose and repair your vehicle. Dealer-level capabilities with hometown service. A1 Automotive, 1117 L Street. You can call us 402-477-4660.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arons, former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We built this city.
That's what we're kicking off with.
City on rock and roll.
Happy Monday, AD. What's up, my guy?
Harrison. Man, I was emotional in the gym again. Shocker. You know, it's like in Bad Boys. You always get emotional after a gunfight. You have seen the Bad Boys, haven't you? With Will Smith and Martin Lawrence?
It's been a long time. Yeah.
Remember Martin Lawrence always gets emotional after gunfights?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my last Monday, man. This is my last Monday.
How you feeling?
Harrison, you know, when I was showering up and I was getting dressed and I was just sitting there, I'm like, man, this is my last Monday that I will rush down. You know,
last Monday coming in with a minute to spare.
Minutes to spare. Sometimes 34 seconds. I don't know where I came with the arbitrary number of 34 seconds, but
it's pretty spot on.
Yeah, but I was just like, man, this is my last Monday. And so obviously kind of show notes and show announcements. We will not be on Tuesday. This show will not be on Tuesday through Thursday because the team will be in Chicago praying for safety for all those guys that are going. Jay, DP, Austin. Is Jake going?
Jake Sorensen?
Yeah,
he's not going today. Okay. He'll be heading out tomorrow.
And Jake as well. So be praying for those guys for safety and smooth travels and all that good stuff. Bro, we're right there now. We're gonna get into Big Ten Media Days, how that's coming up, and countdown Husker football season to the kickoff and just football season in general. We're gonna talk about the money in the NFL because there is a lot. If you're a Packer fan and if you're a shareholder, you ain't mad. You know, we'll talk. Go Pack, go. We'll discuss that as well. Harrison, brother, what did you do this weekend in the sweltering heat? What'd you do this weekend, man?
Oh, man, there was the wedding back home that I did not attend. And because we had to work on Sunday. And I know some fellas went down there and I was checking it out. What a hot wedding.
Was it outside?
No, it was inside, but even like the AC couldn't keep up with the skyline. Then now the wedding went great. Congratulations to the young man. But it was a hot one. There was not a lot of outside activities I did this weekend other than I walked to the grocery store to get some sun.
Okay.
It was a short walk, very short little walk.
Hopefully it's like across the street.
It was just one block, and that was too much. I was dying. But I made the choice of not getting any frozen goods because I would have been just done by the time I got home. But yeah, no, I pretty much kept it pretty cool, getting ready for what is going to be a very, very busy week. So it was a busy but easy weekend.
Well, let me ask you this: was the reception at the golf course reception area out there in Huntington, or
they had at the Skyline, I believe.
Skyline?
Lawn.
Oh, Skyline.
Mm-hmm. It's like a ballroom. It used to be like a roller skating room.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was this weekend would have been a brutal outside wedding. Because even my son Aiden's, it was like 88, and we thought we were in bad shape. Yesterday, 88 would have seemed like a refrigerator doable.
Yeah, I saw St. Louis got like 117 degrees. It was on fire yesterday.
Yesterday was rough, man. And we played golf. Our tee time was 7:48. Shout out to DF Foreman and our guy Troy Bothy.
You golfed yesterday?
7:48 a.m.
Okay, it was still hot when I was leaving at that time in the morning.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And Harrison, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Okay, so I played terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. Shot a 94. I haven't shot in the 90s. I've shot the 90s before this year, but like once.
That's fine. I think that's just the commitment to finishing.
Yeah,
when it's
but
that hot.
I got the whole 13. I told you, I was like, yeah, man. The lazy swing came out, man. the gorilla hopped on the back. And in fact, on the hole 17, if you're familiar with Holmes Golf Course, hole 17, I off the tee box, smacked one left into the trees and the pines. So you have to, chip out.
Yeah.
Oh, my first chip went about 3 feet. Second chip went out to the base of and I was using a 4-iron the whole time. I didn't even go back to the cart to get a club. I'm just like, nope. 4-iron over. Almost drained a putt from Waverly. And that's when I was just ready to I'm just ready to be done. I just want to get out of here. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
The gorilla hopped on our back, and me and Jay were just talking about steaks and grilling. So yesterday was sweltering because that back nine was hot, man. We finished, I think, right before noon, give or take, around that hour. 12.
When it's that hot, I don't want to do the full 18, man. I'll be honest. I'm not a diehard golfer, so if it's miserable, let's just do the 9, boys.
If somebody would have said after hole 13 you want to be done, I would have been like, yep.
Yeah.
But it was
especially when you're 90 plus on the day.
It was hot, man. It was hot out there. You got rage out there on the course, AD, or you keep it pretty calm and collected? Do I what?
You rage?
No,
Okay.
no. We'll cut the music and stuff. But as far as getting mad, I'll say, "Dad, gummit, what are you doing, AD, idiot, knucklehead?"
Yeah,
something like
but you're
that.
not swinging your glove out there.
Heck no.
All right.
If I was good, if I was, sometimes the biggest thing that happens with some golfers is their expectations are bigger than their ability. It's like, dude,
That's a great point.
Yeah, you're an 18 handicap.
I
You're
got
not
some
making
buddies
that
I need to
shot.
tell that too.
Yeah, your expectations are way greater than your ability. First of all, here's like I told you, I don't go to the range. I went 3 weeks ago for the first time in 3 years. I can't believe I missed that fairway. Of course you can. You never practice. You never practice. What are you talking about? You can't believe it.
It's important to remember like what the usual is.
Yeah.
Because we had this tied to sports, because I know this is sports radio. Like we talked about that with the offensive line and Dylan Raiola last year. It's like, yes, does the offensive line need to block better? Of course. But if you're Dylan Raiola, you should expect that by game 6, 7, 8.
You just know what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is.
You just know what it is.
So don't be surprised when the pressure gets to you in 2
Can't be
seconds.
shocked. Oh, here you guys are back here again.
Fancy
Do
here.
you like some refreshments? Hey, Eric says, welcome back to the 90s, AD. Well, because good morning, man. He knows I haven't shot. I've consistently shoot in the 80s. And it's funny because my boy's like, dude, you ever practice? Yeah, but eventually you're going to have some blow-up rounds.
Oh, yeah.
Because the averages happen. And it happened yesterday, but I still had a good time. It was hot and everything else. Culligan Jay, what's up, brother? He goes, what do you mean it's your last Monday? Kind of a programming announcement. I made the announcement on Friday. And I'll talk more about it on Friday, my last day. But I made the announcement that July 31st, Friday, is my last day on the air. And like I said, I hate it not being able to visit and hang out with my man Harrison every morning, Monday through Fridays, and on the weekends, pregame, etc. I'm going to miss all my teammates here at the radio station. But this was a decision that was a lot of prayer, a lot of time. And it's again, I appreciate Derek and Becca for the opportunity behind this microphone, almost 5 years ago, and Raf talked me into this deal. And it's been, I just can't thank you enough for allowing me to share your mornings with you. I was pretty emotional on Friday when I announced it, and it's been up and down emotions even since I did announce it. It's been emotional, Harrison, before when I made the decision and when I knew it was time. And the reason why, folks, is my business, the speaking and consulting side, I've brought on some more people, I would say, and if I'm asking them to, as we're expanding this thing aggressively, like very aggressively, I got to be committed like I'm asking them to be. And it's just, radio is just the 10 hours we're on, 2 hours fighting. It's not counting the research and background time, so I've always believed that for 2 hours of radio, you ought to be spending at least an hour and a half, if not more, in preparation. You're scouring newspapers, you're scouring what's online, you're listening to pressers. So, this morning when I sent you my message, I had spent probably 45 minutes last night, another 30 minutes this morning. Even at the gym, I was going, scrolling across the updates. So if you want to do it the right way, there's at least if you're doing a 2-hour show, there's probably an hour and a half, if not 2 hours at times in preparation for it when you're not on the air, even just, snagging an article and snagging this and jotting notes down. So
in your point, it's an all day thing.
It's an all day thing.
Like you're just even because you don't want to miss it. And then you're up late at night, double checking again. And then you wake up and then you check it again. And it's just, that's the part where it's never stops.
It never stops. Yeah. And Harrison, again, with the privilege of this microphone, it shouldn't, if we want to give our devoted listeners that they have literally millions, not thousands, millions of other options to listen to. That's crazy when you think about it, but there is.
Oh, yeah.
There's millions of other options for them. And for us not to come in prepared is a slap in the face to our listeners. So are we always going to agree on everything? Absolutely not. That's what makes talk radio and sports radio fun. There's going to be discussions and different opinions, etc. But to say this, I have to commit this time to Aaron Davis presentations and everything that we're building with that. We're building a whole ecosystem called Attitude University, which will have just a slew of vertical learning tools and development tools inside of it. So it's going to require a lot of my time. But, man, I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of you. I love you. I appreciate you. Received a number of messages from many of you over the weekend and on Friday.
That's probably the hardest part.
It is hard,
when you
man.
get the listeners reaching out.
Yeah, it's been hard, but I'm also I and honestly, like I said, I know it's a sports show, but I do pray for each one of you every morning. It's in my journal. I just say radio and our listeners, because all of you are going through something.
Yeah, that's what you realize.
Yeah,
everyone's got something.
That's right, man. Everybody's going through something. So I think about you, I pray for you, and folks, if you can always keep in touch. If you look up on Instagram, if you're an Instagram person, Aaron Davis, Attitude Expert. Facebook, you can send me messages on there. My email's adavis@aarondavis.co. Again, that's adavis@aarondavis.co. Again, note .co, not .com. I will never see it. But you can always reach out and keep in touch. I'm going to have coffee with a few people even coming up in the next, couple months. And I'm not going to be a stranger.
Because there are going to be times where, Harrison may need some interpretation from Coach O. And Coach O ain't going to say no. Hell no.
I'm dead serious about that. I would love after a big LSU game getting that orange.
Yeah, I think they're going to come in there and maybe grab some coffee, come down and say hello as well, man. You got to be able to do that, man. I mean, you got to.
Harrison, but again, man, love you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Look at you, love you like a little brother, man. I can't say son because of the working relationship. You don't seem like a son. It's like my buddy, my little brother, man. And same thing with Swim, and of course Rafferty, the big fella. So we're going to continue to have some fun, and we'll read some text in a bit. I got something fun for us, though. NIL is huge right now. We're going to talk about this. Now, Harrison probably seen this on the agenda, like, oh my gosh, where is AD going next? What's he going to do? Get my keys, my running shoes on. So if farmers had NIL contracts, what company would sponsor you if you were a farmer? Harrison, would you have John Deere? Maybe you're a green guy. Maybe you're a Case International guy. Maybe you're a red guy. Would it be Wrangler? Would it be Runza? Would it be your local coffee shop because you spend a lot of time there? Would it be a seed company? Harrison, who would be your NIL sponsor? And even if you're not in farming, a product or something you use quite a bit, folks, who would you like to have a contract with if you were NIL eligible? Harrison, what about you?
I haven't been in the tractor game, and this might be offensive to farmers. I don't know where the game's at now, but I think I'd go Case IH.
International
yeah.
Harvester.
The John Deere's nice. No disrespect to the John Deere game, but I think there's been some complaints about the newer models. I don't know what it's like with those new. We had some of the old John Deeres, which were sick. But yeah, as far as like local sponsors, Top Crop, support the local businesses down there in Harrington. I think I'd go Case an International. Which is a zag, but that blends a lot better with the red.
read Big Birds.
Let's go see what Big Bird had to say. Big Birds was nice text. Is mine not updated?
No, you got to update it on your text because Big Bird.
Oh, here we go. AD going out in a blaze with all the free shout-outs.
Hey, if Slim's listening, he's having a conniption. You get a shout-out. That guy walking down the street gets a shout-out. Everybody gets a shout-out.
Hey, man, it's NIL. It's part of the conversation.
Pioneers Golf Course. Holmes Golf Course. Mahoney gets a shout-out.
Swinging with my TaylorMade clubs.
Let us know, text line, who would be your NIL endorsement from? Who would it be from?
Just say, I wonder if Jake Sorensen, big sales guy for us to think, ever just sitting in his office, just clenching his fist.
Like, what now?
I was going to settle these guys. Now they don't really need me to.
He goes to their office later today. AD actually gave us a 1-page, 2-minute shout out. We're good. Sales have gone up already.
Love sponsoring with the ticket. Don't even pay. Just talk to AD and he shuts us out.
AD will say anything.
Just got to give him a Costco cake.
Yeah. Oh, you just that. You know what? That'd be one of my endorsement deals.
The Costco cake.
Did you see my Instagram stories?
I didn't. Were you just eating cake or
Folks,
what?
A little bit, but I started singing too. Folks, if you're on Instagram, just go. I don't do this often, but go check it out. Aaron Davis, Attitude Expert. Look at my story. I bought another white cake. Shocker, from Costco.
Mm-hmm.
And I was singing a song about it after I got to the last bit of the cake. And I was like, although we've come to the end of the road. Then I took a big bite. Even Louis was looking at me. What the hell's wrong with my human?
Does your family ever give you stink eye when you break out in song?
They're used to it. Now I would just go like this. Yeah, there's Dad.
Doing that thing again.
The boys. Folks, one of mine would be, all due serious, if I had an NI contract, one of mine, okay, this is going to sound funny, but it's the truth. It would be Costco cake. I would. And another one would be Barnes & Noble. I love books.
Mm-hmm.
I love books. I would have one by Barnes & Noble. Do you ever go to bookstores and just walk around, have no intention of buying anything, but you just
Yeah, it's my favorite thing to do. Usually I'll try to get one book, especially on vacations.
Yeah.
Like go find the local bookstore. Like Barnes & Noble's great. Like, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But like the local, if I'm going somewhere new, I'm going to try to find that individual mom and pop store or mom and pop library.
What you just said, and I say Barnes & Noble because it's one that I can't say one local Lincoln because then it's like, why didn't you say us? I would say if all the local bookstores with my NL, and I'm gonna make a retraction. And no disrespect against Barnes & Noble, but like you mentioned, local, it would be the local stores.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
there's some gems in there that you'll find every now and then.
Novel Idea, Wonder Books over there, Fancy and Fitch is another one. Those are three that jump out to me right away. I love going in there and just getting lost.
You ever find books too that got like a bunch of notes on it, like someone, and then every now and then there'll be a signature on it. You'll be like, "What's this doing in here?"
There was one that I found, Harrison, at Wonder Book, Blue Stem. That's not Blue Stem. It's Wonder. It's the one right on 9th Street.
I haven't been to that one.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I've walked past it. Yeah.
Yes, it is, bro. Go in there. I bought one there probably 15 years ago, and it was one on the psychology of the human mind and attitudes regarding attitude. It's an older book, but it's just about attitude. There were notes in there from 1948.
That's cool.
It was so cool. I'm thinking,
was it like an old? I guess old English wouldn't be a thing then. In 48, I don't think so. Was it easy to read?
That was an awfully good malt liquor. Old English. You're talking about oldie. I was like, what do you know about oldie?
Not that old English.
You weren't pouring it out for the homies up in Hardington?
Not for the harem, no.
We went off the rails again.
We got 2 shows left.
So yes, not that old E. And a malt liquor in a brown paper bag. Not that old E. But it wasn't the old ink. It was though. It was a lot of notes, and whoever this person was, because I couldn't tell gender by obviously that they didn't say anything in that way, but it was just interesting their interpretation of the same passage that I was reading, because it was very similar. And I'm thinking, this is 70 plus years difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's just really cool to kind of see what other people were thinking reading the same.
You realize
script.
people back then were smart. You realize that we just got all these tools that make us think we're
Bingo.
smart. Yeah. Like,
Bingo.
I always use the example all the time. Like if you go back in time, everyone's like, what would you bring? It's like, well, a phone. They'd lose their mind. Be like, okay, you can explain how it works? No. Some people can. Most people be like, well, you hook up to the internet. What's the internet? Well, it's you said, how does that work? We get very comfortable thinking how smart we are. Back in the day, man, people were just as smart, maybe even smarter, because they had to be a little bit more creative when it came to problem solving.
You know, this would have been early Sunday morning. I was on X, and it was actually like startling. AI went down, Chat and Claude. And I was reading the comments because, it's all over the world. Obviously it was a server down, it was international. And the number of people, and there was one guy, I only know it's a guy because his name was Henry or something like that. He goes, imagine this. We actually have to think again. And you made me think of that when you said that comment earlier, that people, they were deep thinkers, because they were.
Yeah, you had to think about it yourself. And go try it out and see what happens.
There was no Google. There was no chat. There was no, Safari.
You go to the library.
Exactly.
You had to do a lot of work to pull all that research.
You had to think.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was interesting you mentioned that on there.
I didn't even realize it went down.
It went down, and it was back up pretty quick.
Okay.
Yeah, this was like at I mean, I was up pretty early. So it was like before 5 a.m. And that joker, I think.
I wouldn't hate it if it just stayed off. I'll be honest. Wouldn't bother me.
I use it for quite a few different tools and things of that nature, but we were doing those same things prior.
Yeah, I always fall in line. It's like, do I just adapt? Like, who am I to like be the stick in the mud that's like, I'm not going to do this? Because you don't want to get left behind, but at the same time, interesting one. I'm not going to turn this into the AI 2-hour debate. But
why not? Well, me and Swim had a show about 2 months ago to where coaches were using it even in recruiting.
Really?
I'll go back into those notes and I'll shoot them to you because I got them all documented.
Like in recruiting letters, or what are we talking about?
In recruiting, as far as evaluating, and they would use it to scour analytics in the scour data. Now,
probably saves time.
It saved time, but it's like me and so we're talking about. I sure as heck you're not using that as a deciding factor.
I hope not.
But you know what, H though, it brings the importance of those satellite camps, those 7-on-7s. Oh, you're not getting real evaluation, but you're seeing guys with your own eyes. Can they pass the eye test? You're getting them there. So for something like that, I can say, hey, based on these analytics, let's look at this kid in person. We ain't offering, but we do want to see what he looks like, what she looks like in person, how they move, how they adjust, their habits, their characteristics, how they gel with other athletes. There's all those X factors you can't find in the analytics of an AI, breaking down a grid. But once you can, but at least you can use that maybe to help filter out some of the ones who don't fit.
Yeah, if you got a guy running, a 5.3 40 and you're Division I Power 4 and you need a running back, like obviously the analytics will help you. It'll
filter those out pretty quick. But as well as I do, me and Swim are saying this. Some will get lazy. Some will get lazy. Not only in athletics, some will get lazy in academics. I was just reading a thing on this past weekend. There was a professor at an institution that he put some things in this paper, in this assignment, specifically to combat AI. And the only way they would have seen it is if they weren't using AI.
That's smart.
So they were basically what they were doing. They were copy and pasting the assignment and just dropping it in the Claude, Perplexity, Gemini, or Chat. Well, when you do that, you missed these things he put in there. Out of his 35, 33 failed. Out of 35 students, 33 he gave Fs because they dropped. And he says, this is why I'm going to fail all of you 33. He cut and pasted the assignment, dropped it in several different ones, and the answers came back and he goes, interesting how your papers look just like this. I was like, oh, snaps.
That's just the thing. I don't think people realize like how commonplace it is now.
It's common.
It doesn't take a genius.
And there's autopilot for Microsoft and those things to help. To me, if it's knowledge-based, you're trying to learn something, you're going to get exposed. You're going to get exposed. If it's something to make things quicker and easier, man, I use it all the time to make things quicker and easier. But when it comes to my topic, when it comes to attitude, and it comes to sharing about the attitude, dude, I have to know that. It's like a playbook. I can drop all the Nebraska plays that I had back in the day in the chat. But when he says snap and he hikes the ball, I better know where the hell to go. You know what I'm saying? So you still have to digest and know the information that's pertinent, or else you'll be exposed.
Yeah, and you just don't learn.
I knew the plays and I didn't get to play. Chat be danged. Oh, man. Barney, I know. Did you see the
I just
article?
read that.
Taking over a tech company by itself. Oh, no. There was one. Yes, I seen brief pieces of that. If you can send me that link, though, that would be awesome. And real quick, Big B, you mentioned a book called Chasing Daylight. I've got a book called Chasing Daylight, but I don't know if it's this. If you're talking about the one by Eugene O'Kelly, there's that one, but there's also one by Erwin McManus. That's I believe that one's out. In fact, I know it's out because I got it. If it's the same one. But if you let me know which one you're talking about, brother. If it's one by Eugene O'Kelly, because I have not read that one. No, I've not read that one before, if that's one we're speaking of. Folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about NFL, and there's some money. And I mean a lot of money. We'll be back.
It takes hard work to ensure safe and improved streets. Here in Lincoln, hundreds of planners, engineers, and construction professionals come together to improve and strengthen our avenues, streets, boulevards, and parkways, ensuring that our infrastructure keeps us all moving safely from point A to point B. Take a look at all Lincoln's upcoming street projects at lincoln.ne.gov/textlnk and get text updates by texting a project keyword to 91896. Routes navigating around construction are also updating live on the free Waze app. Let's keep moving, Lincoln. We're routing for you.
Hey, Jake, you know what I love almost as much as the Big Red?
Big scores on the field?
Good guess, but nope.
Big spikes on the court?
Love those too, but I'm thinking food. Like those big, budget-friendly portions you find at Buzzard Billy's.
Now you're talking. I love Buzzard Billy's. I love the shrimp po' boys and the blackened chicken.
You almost always find me enjoying gumbo.
Big plays, big scores, big wins, Big Red. Yep, love them all, especially
those big portions that are budget-friendly. Only at Buzzard Billy's, A-Market.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Building a new home can be a challenge. A lot of big choices. With our Remington homes, we have designed 15 different floor plans that appeal to a wide range of people.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier.
People really enjoy being able to go to our website, which is remingtonlincoln.com, pick a plan, pick a price point, go through and build it yourself. You have a lot of options, whether you want granite, painted trim, wood floors, more stone, all options with our Remington homes. People do not want to be married to their house payment. You're able to get what you really want in a home for a great price with very limited stress. And that's what Remington homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville. Koppel is proud to be the highest rated GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln areas based on Google reviews. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months on new Silverado and Sierra 1500 models. But hurry, the 0% financing offer won't last long. Visit us in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they're committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perchmerch.com.
College football season is nearly here, and 93.7 The Ticket is on the scene to get things underway. Tune in Tuesday, July 28th to Thursday, July 30th for coverage from Big Ten Football Media Days at the Hilton Chicago as Derek Pearson, Jake Sorensen, Jay Foreman, and Austin Orman interview coaches, players, and broadcasters from around the Big Ten Conference. 93.7 The Ticket's coverage from Big Ten Media Days is sponsored by Warhorse Casino, Sandhills Global, Gary Michael Clothiers, and Ben Bleicher of PRG Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Ambassador Real Estate.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Husker fans, the 2026 Nebraska football season is quickly approaching, and we need you in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. Single game tickets for all 7 home games start at just $45 and are now available in both end zone and sideline seat locations. These tickets are only available while supplies last, so get yours today before they're gone. To purchase your Husker football single game tickets or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Join Old School from 3 to 6 p.m. on Monday, July 27th from the U-Stop just north of Warhorse Casino for a special remote broadcast. Nebraska football's Luke Lindenmeyer will be there for pictures and autographs from 3 till 4:30, and U-Stop is having the Corvette Club bring their red Corvettes down as well. Plus, there will be a raffle for a Dr. Pepper tailgate, a signed Luke Lindenmeyer Dr. Pepper mini helmet and football, and other free Dr. Pepper merch will be handed out. That's all Monday, July 27th from 3 till 6 p.m. at the U-Stop by Warhorse Casino off of West Denton Road.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arix on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. Kansas Randy, good to hear from you again, brother. We were communicating over the weekend. My man, it did make me sad. Friday's your last day, but hey, my NL gave me Coors, baby. Hell of a deal. Feeling nice today. Go Big Red. My NL gave me Coors.
Now that would be a great NIL deal. I know no free shout outs, but one of mine. Ice Mountains on those Husker jerseys. Can't tell me sales wouldn't be up.
Bush. Are you a Bud Heavy or a Bud Light guy?
Coors Light.
Coors Light.
Yeah.
But if you had to do Bud Heavy or Bud Light, where would you go?
Light.
Light.
Yeah. Even a Coors Banquet every now and then is a little too heavy for me. Like, I like it, but you have like a couple of those, and then if you drank like a 6-pack of Coors Banquets, your stomach is heavy.
Dude, I remember when I was growing up as a kid, one of the coldest, pun intended, one of the sickest commercials that Budweiser did was like a 4x1 Olympic team. And these dudes were just rolling out, man. And then they had Budweiser after the race.
I don't know what that was. Your generation loved some of those commercials.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, that was prophecy for you guys. I'll never forget. Shout out my defensive coordinator in high school. Remember the Budweiser Frog commercial?
Oh, yeah. Bud.
We probably played that like 10 times every year, like in his classroom. Yeah, I just love that commercial.
The creativity was amazing.
It really was,
man.
Yeah.
The creativity was amazing. Folks, another guy who's pretty creative on the golf course, that is Jack Russell. Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Boy, my mind's going over the place. You learn how Jack Russell, he's got great teams there in Lincoln and in Seward. Again, that's Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. See how he can help you. Harrison, we all know that the NFL is not lacking money. And folks, when I read these numbers, I was blown away. Text line, just out of some guesses. We'll give them like 30 seconds as we talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Text line, how much money do you think the NFL made last year? All right. How much, just a shot in the dark. How much money do you think they made in business last year? The NFL. Harrison, as I'm getting again, Texas in 402-464-5685. Again, 402-464-5685. Give us your guesses how much you think the NFL brought in last year. Harrison, when I sent you that article, what was your initial thoughts on the Green Bay Packers and seeing the amount of money they brought in?
I'm surprised they were at a deficit at all. That's the thing that caught my eye, because I was looking at it, and I might be reading two different articles here, but 453.2 was the revenue for each NFL team. So there's kind of a hint on the total too, for how much you think the NFL made total. But the Packers reported $73 million in revenue, but $754 million in expenses. Almost brought in $1 billion, and they're still about $1 million short. And then as a result, they're going to, the rising expenses was, of course, Micah Parsons from the Dallas Cowboys. Didn't do a whole lot to help them. That was a 4-year, $188 million contract. What do you got on the text line? 90 trillion?
Some of those texts.
D-Man says 90 trillion.
I didn't say Elon Musk.
You said Elon Musk.
No, I know they're making money, but come on, D-Man. I know he was joking. I do not 2 trillion, man. And I do, no, I cannot say if they would be, well, I'm not saying that, that NIL sponsor couldn't, but I'm just simply saying you might want to keep that. Hey, everybody's got to eat. I will not say that one on the air.
No, that's all right. You don't have to. We let that one go.
Oh, dude, man, you're crazy. Well, Harrison, tell them how much the NFL grossed much they grossed last year, man.
How much did they gross? I think I have a different article pulled up. I don't. I'm bad at math, so I can average 32 times 453 million.
That's okay.
I don't know what that round up to.
14.5 billion.
All right, 90 trillion was close.
Off just a few $100 million. Folks, the NFL is printing money. Every team starts each season with over $450 million before selling tickets or concessions. Harrison, they're not hurting. That's why it blows me away when some of these knuckleheads that think they're going to, disparage or cause the NFL has companies, firms, plural, of lawyers. You're not going to damage that shield. And if you try to, they're going to make you pay. You better have a great case against the NFL, because if not, they will wait and wait and wait, because they have the money to do it. Player costs jumped by $132 million year over year. So you think about the Packers. They reported a $1.1 million operating loss, but it wasn't because it slowed. It came from player contract expenses.
Yeah, the Parsons was the big one. 4-year, $188 million.
Yes, that was massive. Yeah, that was massive. But you hope there's a good return on that investment.
Last year didn't pay out.
Yeah, I was going to say. It's like, yeah, Mike, you might want to step it up this year if you possibly could. They accelerate salary cap accounting on release traded players and higher payroll costs after those aggressive moves, i.e. Micah Parsons. So, but yet they still made money, man. And there was investment gains, and the Packers, because they're public, they have to report theirs. Other teams do not have to do that after that initial number, but the Packers being that, there's people that have had Packer stock for generations, man.
Yeah, that's one good thing about the Packers is we get some inside knowledge.
Yes.
Because it is not necessarily private, and it's open to the numbers are out there to the public. It does blow me away when you look at the amount of money coming in. The NFL's never hurting money, and that's why it's infuriating. This pitch has been said a million times, but why we can't have real grass is infuriating when you get articles like this, because it's like, what are we doing here that we can't just get real grass on all these fields?
Right.
Premier League refuses to play on it, so we have the World Cup. We bring in the grass, and now football season's around the corner. Let's get the turf back out here. I'll never. I get it. It's expensive. We know there's more than enough money.
Harrison, what else is unique about Green Bay? However, though, this was something they decided to do, and I don't know the history of why they did it this way. So that'd be something to look up for tomorrow. But it's a competitive advantage that the other teams have, because you think about this. Other NFL teams, they can sell minority ownership stakes. They can bring in private equity investors. They can raise a lot of money pretty quick. They can finance stadium upgrades. They can generate cash without taking on, traditional debt from other financial institutions. Green Bay, other teams can create ATMs. Green Bay can't necessarily do that. However, I need to study because I don't want to talk on something I don't know. I don't know why and if text line, if you know why Green Bay started it that way, let us know. But that is something I would definitely like to look in. Because it's kind of been their greatest strength. Fans love owning a team, but the economics of the NFL, they've changed a lot since Green Bay initially did this, decades and decades ago,
Supposedly, it was to avoid bankruptcy in 1923.
Oh, sheesh, over 100 years
The
ago.
NFL later banned corporate and community ownership.
So they're obviously grandfathered
in.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Interesting. So I'd have to do more on deeper research, but that's the surface level.
I wonder, would they be prohibited from going to, they'd have to pay a lot of money too, though.
Yeah.
If you went private, well, you got to pay on them shares that have been there for a long time too. So that would be interesting to do some research on that. What that would entail if Green Bay decided to change their business model.
I don't see them ever going that way.
I don't see it.
Since 1923?
Yeah, I don't see it.
The model's working. It's honestly one of the more, and I hate to say this as a Bears fan, one of the more respected franchises.
You said I hate to say this as a Bears fan. You even scratched your head. I can't believe I'm actually saying this.
We got Gorilla Bear. The Packers' public ownership is as big as a sham as the sellout streak. I'd have to look into the numbers unless he's referring to, it's like, yeah, it's owned by the public, but it's like 5 dudes with wigs on that are buying 80% of it. I don't know what that's, if he's referring to a situation like that. But it'd be interesting. You go into how the ownership all falls out. Because I do know some friends that got a share. And I'm like, all right, what does that mean? For you, you don't necessarily get a check at the end of the year. You're an owner. You get like some privileges, some meetings. You can go up to Green Bay. But the way it's structured is you can get the guys I know have very small shares and there's nothing to it other than they can say they're an owner of the Green Bay Packers and they get to go to a meeting if they really want to. But no, if they say, hey, I think we should do this upcoming season, they're not going to listen. It's more of a, you can check out the stadium. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many advantages they have. Like I said, I have to dig deeper into that because I'm not sure how many advantages they really have, other than perks like that. Because, I mean, the CEO is still making all the decisions. The fans ain't making no dang decisions on what direction they're going to go.
Yeah. And this is the point. The public doesn't own anything. The share holds zero value at the end of the day. So it's basically a donation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's to my point with my friends. Like at the end of the year, if the Packers are, say they're in a huge plus, a huge revenue, like they're not getting a check.
Yeah.
Like, thanks for supporting us. Here's your share. No.
Here's your share. Here's a nice souvenir program. With a Go Pack Go Cup.
Here's a plastic Go Pack Go Cup.
Invest $100,000. Folks, $14.5 billion is what the NFL brought in. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got some history. We'll be right back.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return-to-work exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2026 Ford F-150 for $195 per month for 36 months. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1009974. $195 per month lease for 36 months with approved credit. 7,500 miles per year. 10,000 due at signing. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 8/31/26.
Looking for a fun way to give back? Join us for the 2026 Kicks for Kids Nebraska Fun Run Walk, presented by Pinnacle Bank, on Saturday, August 22nd at James Arthur Vineyard. Enjoy a scenic 5K through beautiful grounds. Every step helps provide shoes to kids in Lincoln and Lancaster County schools, with options for adults, wine included, and kids. Registration fees include a t-shirt, medal, and bag. Sign up today and make a difference at kicksforkidsnebraska.org.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
College football season is nearly here, and 93.7 The Ticket is on the scene to get things underway. Tune in Tuesday, July 28th to Thursday, July 30th for coverage from Big Ten Football Media Days at the Hilton Chicago as Derek Pearson, Jake Sorensen, Jay Foreman, and Austin Orman interview coaches, players, and broadcasters from around the Big Ten Conference. 93.7 The Ticket's coverage from Big Ten Media Days is sponsored by Warhorse Casino, Sandhills Global, Gary Michael Clothiers, and Ben Blaker of PRG Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Ambassador Real Estate.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they're committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perchmerch.com.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock, owner of A1 Automotive. At A1 Automotive, we believe every vehicle has a purpose, and every customer does too. That's why we focus on dependable repairs, honest recommendations, and exceptional speed in service. Our goal is simple, to help you travel confidently and safely wherever life takes you. A1 Automotive, driven by purpose, built on trust. You can visit us online, a1autolincoln.com, or visit us at either of our three locations, 5110 State Hill Drive, 1117 L Street here in Lincoln, and our newest location, 408 Main Street, Seward, Nebraska.
Husker fans, the 2026 Nebraska football season is quickly approaching, and we need you in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. Single game tickets for all 7 home games start at just $45 and are now available in both end zone and sideline seat locations. These tickets are only available while supplies last, so get yours today before they're gone. To purchase your Husker football single game tickets or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Guys, if you're dealing with low back pain or trouble urinating, don't just live with it. These could be signs of treatable conditions. At Advanced Medical Imaging, their interventional radiologists specialize in minimally invasive procedures designed to relieve symptoms and improve your quality of life without major surgery. June is Men's Health Month. Take the step. Call Advanced Medical Imaging today to schedule a consult and find out what AMI can do for you.
Building a new home can be a challenge, a lot of big choices. With our Remington homes, we have designed 15 different floor plans that appeal to a wide range of people.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier
People really enjoy being able to go to our website, which is remingtonlincoln.com, pick a plan, pick a price point, go through and build it yourself. You have a lot of options, whether you want granite, painted trim, wood floors, more stone, all options with our Remington homes. People do not want to be married to their house payment. You're able to get what you really want in a home for a great price with very limited stress. And that's what Remington homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arends on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this balmy Monday morning. Right now, the temperature is saying the heat going. We out here. 86 degrees with a high of 98, and there's an extreme heat warning. Conditions are expected to last at least until 10 p.m. The high today is 98, but it will feel like 105.
Yeah, I could have told you there's a heat warning today.
Yeah.
I didn't need to read the weather report.
There's a heat warning. Shocker. Shocker.
Oh, thanks. I walked outside.
You didn't have to go outside. You just look outside. Yeah, look hot out there.
I knew when I woke up this morning, I was like, AC's still running. It was that type of night. Even at night, the AC was running all night.
So last night, Harrison, and I went to bed pretty early, but I went outside about 8:30. No, I might have had to be before that, about 8:15. And it was still just, you open the door and it was just boom. It's going to be hot. The next couple of days will be, because it's going to cool down, though. This is funny. Cool down. It's going to be 88 tomorrow, Wednesday, 88. But chances of storms, rain Wednesday through Friday. But it's going to be in the 80s all week. But this will be the last day for at least this week as of right now, because we know Nebraska. Stick around if you want to change.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll get our classic 12 days of fall that we all salivate over. But we have a few more days of heat. AD, you got some sports history? I got one tidbit from today.
You go first, and I'll follow you up.
All right. I don't know what your knowledge is on yacht racing, but in 1920, the American yacht Resolute defeated Britain Shamrock IV to defend America's Cup.
Man, yacht racing is impressive. Watching it on ESPN back in the day used to show it quite a bit. And, man, it was interesting, all the different things they had to do with yacht racing. Being born and raised in North Lincoln, I'm not familiar with a lot of yachts.
Me neither.
There's not a yacht club up in here on Hardington.
There's a pontoon club by the Lewis and Clark Dam.
There you go. A lot of us weren't even going to the swimming pool often, man. Let me take that back. Yes, we did, because Antelope Pool, which was on and popping back in the day, which is basically now part of there's buildings and everything, there's restaurants and buildings, everything else where Antelope Pool. If you've been in Lincoln a long time, you remember Antelope Pool. That's where everything used to be jumping off at. But in Husker history, in 2021, Sue and Prince Amukamara were Bleacher Report's all Big 12 teams of the 21st century.
Nice.
And you could not go wrong with Prince and Sue. Two great guys, man. Two great guys and awesome guys. Folks, in the studio, we got a good friend of mine that's just hanging out, Olajuwon Ferguson. Olajuwon, grab the mic real fast before we go to break, man. Olajuwon, you're from Winston-Salem, and you've been asking for a long time, hey, Dad, I just want to come check out the studio, see what you do, for about a year. And then this week, I'm like, you know what? I ain't going to be on the radio after this week, so we got to do it this week. Olajuwon, good morning, brother.
Good morning, man. How y'all doing?
Doing good. What brought you to Nebraska originally?
Man, just sports. Sports did. Knew nothing about Nebraska, coming out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, far away from here.
Besides that, far away.
Knew nothing about Nebraska. Didn't even know it was a thing. Transferred out of California when I was about 17 and transferred to Concordia Seward. A lot of people don't know too much about it.
Around here they do.
Yeah. You know,
not in
around
California.
Here, not in California. Out here, it is actually pretty well known. Played some sports there for 2 years, and after getting done with school, met my wife, and life kind of began here, and I made this home.
I love it, man.
Yeah, good place. I highly recommend Nebraska.
And you played cornerback and running back.
Cornerback and running back.
Even when I first met you at Capital Cigar, I was watching the way you walk. I'm like, that brother played corner. Because corners always walk with a little swag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They got to check the receivers.
Yeah, they're a little swag. And I think he even stiff armed me the first time. I'm like, man, because they always got their hands, jamming something. I'm like, what's Kenny Wilhite? Yeah. Kenny, you said touch it. I see the big shoehorn tricep underneath the shirt, too. Kenny Wilhite, big bro's the same way. They're always like just kind of trying to push you or something like
testy.
that. They're always testy. Why are you guys always so feisty?
Well, I mean, we're feisty because we have usually we have a cocky individual in front of us. So physicality is our thing. And so it is we do walk with a sense of swagger.
Talking about Addison Williams, Coach Williams. You met Addison down. Yeah. Addison, me and Addison were at Capitol the other night. We were doing that something in the water with Tony Goins, who we got on our show. And Addison, that's my boy, man. I love Addison. Well, if you guys know, many of you know, Addison is the defensive backs coach for Nebraska. And Addison, I love his demeanor. Very low pro. And just a good brother, man. Good dude. And so we were just just mess around back and forth with the hand gestures. And he goes, yeah, AD, I'm just going to jam you right here. Addison's still strong, man. Because I ain't going to front. I kind of felt it in my chest cavity, man, when he jammed me. But then I caught him with the swim move. He was like, okay, the old man still got it. I was like, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. But no, them DBs are good. We got Addison. Addison, of course, man. I appreciate Addison. Love little bro, man. He's doing a great job with the Nebraska defensive backs. He was key in bringing in one of the young men we're going to talk about who's going to represent Nebraska at the Big Ten Media Days. Defensive back, Mr. Marshall, man. He was a huge pickup in last year's portal.
Yeah. Addison's a great recruiter.
He's a great recruiter.
Like his track record, I don't know him personally, but his track record would say he knows how to recruit.
Addison is coached well, of course, and he's recruited well at UCF. He recruited well when he was at South Carolina, where he played at for the old ball coach, and has done a tremendous job here at Nebraska. And as Elijah want to tell you, he's just a good dude, man.
Yes.
He's just a good dude. Folks, when we come back, we're going to be talking a lot about Big Ten Media Days because that is coming up. As we told you, our teammates here from the station, DP, Jay Foreman, Austin Orman, Jake Sorensen will be in Chicago asking questions. A question we want to ask for you on the other side when we come back. What question, if you could ask Coach Rhule any football, again, emphasizing football-related question, what question would you ask Matt Rhule? We'll talk more about the individual players that will represent Nebraska when we come back. It's The Drive, 937 Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Kendall Warnock here, owner of A1 Automotive. If you own a BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, or Mini, specialized service matters. Our team uses advanced diagnostic equipment, OE equipment, including factory-level software, to accurately diagnose and repair your vehicle. Dealer-level capabilities with hometown service. A1 Automotive, 1117 L Street. You can call us 402-477-4660.
Shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they're committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perchmerch.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Power Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white truck, you know the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the Brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville. Koppel is proud to be the highest-rated GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln areas based on Google reviews. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months on new Silverado and Sierra 1500 models. But hurry, the 0% financing offer won't last long. Visit us in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
Looking for a fun way to give back? Join us for the 2026 Kicks for Kids Nebraska Fun Run Walk, presented by Pinnacle Bank, on Saturday, August 22nd at James Arthur Vineyard. Enjoy a scenic 5K through beautiful grounds. Every step helps provide shoes to kids in Lincoln and Lancaster County schools, with options for adults, wine included, and kids. Registration fees include a t-shirt, medal, and bag. Sign up today and make a difference at kicksforkidsnebraska.org.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. It's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear that you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete in Lincoln and Palmyra. Ready Mixed offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply with Ready Mixed Concrete today to be eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with Ready Mixed Concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Husker fans, the 2026 Nebraska football season is quickly approaching, and we need you in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. Single game tickets for all 7 home games start at just $45 and are now available in both end zone and sideline seat locations. These tickets are only available while supplies last, so get yours today before they're gone. To purchase your Husker football single game tickets or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arons, former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. It's The Drive. It is Monday. It is balmy outside, and folks, things are getting hot for the upcoming football season as well. Big Ten Media Day starts this week. Again, our team will be out there. You still want to stay tuned Tuesday through Thursday during this time slot. We will not. This show will not be on the air, but you will have live coverage from DP, from Jay Foreman, from Austin Orman, from Jake Sorensen, live from Chicago. Athletes, coaches, the vibe, the pulse that is going on. The ACC has had their media days. The SEC has had their media days. Big 12, I believe.
Yeah, the Monster Media Days.
Yeah.
Big 12, sponsored by
I
Monster.
think they were the first one.
Yeah, they were.
Monster Media Days. I've had theirs. So the Big Ten is this week. So, again, you definitely don't want to turn that dial this week. Like I said, the drive will not be on, but you will have live coverage coming live from Chicago with coaches, players, and things, all things related to Nebraska and Big Ten football. Harrison, it's crazy to believe that this is where we're at right now, man, and that me and Sip would say this when I first started, almost 5 years ago. After the 4th of July, it becomes a blur pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
Because after the 4th, pretty much it's like summertime it's not over, but psychologically, you're already thinking about the fall. Not even just football, but if you're in education, if you're going back to school or something of that nature, okay, it's in about 2 weeks, it's on and popping. Well, that time is right now because we are 40 days away from kickoff for the University of Nebraska football team. 40 days away from year 4 for Coach Matt Rule and company. You know what? And Harrison, when I think about this right here, for years, Nebraska has won the offseason. Great, but we lost too many Saturdays. Won the offseason. Lost too many Saturdays, those. So this feels different. Instead of sending stars, I think Coach Rule is sending some hope. And these guys, in my opinion, are all stars. In particular, Justin Evans, anchoring down the line. He is already on the list for a lot of preseason accolades. And depending on, barring injury, et cetera, he'll probably have a nice share of awards as well. So I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but his body of work proves that.
His PFF, I know he's like one of the highest rated returning centers in college football,
Absolutely.
Right? According to the analytics. I know that's not everything, but to your point, I think he's very well spoken to. If
He
you ever
is.
listen to him.
Articulate young man, very sharp. And you have to be sharp to be anchoring down the line. Of course, Olajuwon, again, our guest that's in the studio just hanging out today. Olajuwon, you played college ball. You know the importance of a college center. No play starts in football without the center. So they have to know both sides of the ball. The other player that represents Nebraska is tight end Luke Lindenmeyer. And, of course, Andrew Marshall, the cornerback sensation that we brought in out of, doggone it, Idaho just 2 years ago. He's been a great addition again, i.e. Addison Williams, defensive back coach. So when you built the locker room with that type of mentality and those type of guys, it becomes, you hope, infectious. First of all, were you shocked by any of these, Harrison? And text line, let us know as well, 402-464-5685. Or were you shocked by Luke Lindenmeyer, Justin Evans, as well as Andrew Marshall being those that represent Nebraska as far as players? What was your initial thoughts, Harrison?
I like it. I thought those were the right guys to hop in the mix there. I wasn't upset that we're not going to see Anthony Colandrea. It's not that I don't think Anthony Colandrea can be a leader, but like guys that have been there that just got there, I don't expect them to give me the full rundown of what Nebraska is and what they're trying to do this upcoming season. Jenkins, Luke Lindenmeyer, I think he's a great spokesman for Husker football with everything that he says. Then Marshall's just a stud. So, like with the guys that they brought up there, I got no problems with it. I know it seems like everyone wants the quarterback to be there for that press, but I'll also be honest. At the end of the day, through media days, you don't always get a ton from the players. Very rarely will you get a player. They're very well not coach speak, but they're very well PR trained. They pick those guys for a reason. They're not going to say anything most likely too outlandish. It seems like a mature group of guys, which I think when we're talking about media days, that's who you want to bring. You want to bring guys who got their head on straight.
I'm going to get your thoughts on each one of these players individually. I'm going to read some things. And lastly, because this is going to take us through the entirety of the hour, the last part is going to be on Coach Rule. You think about Luke Lindenmeyer, fluid kid, 29 receptions, 312 yards last year, reliable security blanket. And to my opinion, 29 receptions is not enough.
No, great hands on him. I think that was the one thing about Luke Lindenmeyer is like, we got a pretty good blocker here. This guy's solid. He really showed a lot in the passing game. So to your point, like 29, like he was pretty surefire with his hands. He wasn't dropping balls out there.
I'm just going to be, like I said, I got 2 days left, man. I'm emptying. I'm emptying the clip. They're like, oh boy, there goes political AD. He's going no holds barred. It is preposterous. And I'm just going to say it. The lack of plays for our tight ends to me, as well as fullbacks. I'm not saying, and I'm not saying Nebraska goes back to the old I formation. Not a bad idea. But what I'm simply saying is this. Dude, use your tight ends.
Well, I don't know why we feel, especially we talk about time, the red zone moves. That tight end's usually a pretty easy guy to find.
There were times he was waving. Now, okay, let me say this. Harrison, I know things go a lot back to offensive line in years past.
Mm-hmm.
You can be as open as you want, but if the quarterback ain't got time, it doesn't matter. So I do understand that aspect of it.
But, when you're faking the block and you're doing a 3 yards in and then hitch and just turn around. We ran that in high school. It was usually pretty open. I mean, it's as a defense, it's incredibly hard to stop that unless we show it on tape often. That's something we do, but we never even really showed that on tape. That our tight ends were a threat in the red zone.
Elijah, real quick, you play defensive back, man. How much stress did a tight end bring you and your 10 other teammates on a goal line or even in the red zone? Tight ends, because you're looking at everything as a defensive back. How much stress did that bring you?
They bring extraordinary amount of stress. Because usually they're big and usually they coming out to block, but they also a threat because they can do both.
Mm-hmm.
They can do both, and tight ends are most dangerous in that red zone.
Absolutely,
they're most dangerous in that red zone. Height,
yes,
and just physicality. You could just do a lot of things with them tight ends.
How tall is Luke, man?
Oh, he's got to be taller than me. I'm 6'2", so he's probably 6'4", 6'5",
he's a
maybe.
Big dude.
Yeah, let me double check here.
And even, and I see whether this is true or not. I'm not going to say anything because I've not verified it. I'm just going to say this guy could do both. Carter Nelson is one that could play receiver and tight end. Now,
6'4".
6'4". How tall is Carter Nelson?
Carter Nelson's probably 6'5". I think he kept growing. Also interesting, I don't know where we're at. We're heading into our junior year with Carter Nelson. And for how highly touted he was out of Ainsworth, I don't know if they want to do. Is he going to go to slot? Is he staying at tight end? Because
I don't care if you put him at tight end, wing back, get him the ball more. No, I know there's development, and here's why initial coaching counts.
Yeah, he's 6'5", by the way.
When I seen him a week ago Saturday out at Wild Horse in that golf deal, and I was talking to him, I said, Carter, you're a big dude. He started laughing. I mean, good kid. Started laughing. He is a big, good-looking football player.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, I know you got to practice. I mean, those are parts of it as well. I do get that. But I am so tired of seeing underutilized talent on that roster. And I'm not saying we have all I'm simply saying is you don't use all the ingredients.
Well, and that's Satterfield doesn't always get a ton of credit. It's actually done well with those tight ends as far as their development's gone. Now, how we utilize them, I don't think he gets the full say on that. But you look at the tight end room, that's been one of Nebraska's stronger rooms. And somehow we haven't been able to fully utilize those rooms regardless. But you look at the NFL right now, again, I understand not only these guys get drafted, but we got some tight ends that are finding their ways on those free agent contracts. It's a room that for whatever reason, we've actually done a pretty good job developing players, and that's what makes it frustrating. It's because you got a Luke Lindenmeyer. Your 29 receptions was awesome, but you feel like you could have more.
Mm-hmm.
You got a Carter Nelson, who's a great athlete, and the few times he's been out there, even whether it's been wide receiver, he's done a great job.
Mm-hmm.
But you're waiting for the payout. Okay, where we at on his track? He's heading in again. The junior year, you feel like you hope this is the year.
Junior year already, man.
To see the excitement around that
crazy.
kid, and well-deserved excitement.
Yeah,
he was a freak athlete down there in Ainsworth.
You had, literally Saban, and you have recruiters all in the country going to little Ainsworth,
8-man football,
8-man football, and great people and great food up in Ainsworth, Nebraska. Might I add too? Yes, indeed. So yeah, and Eric, you got a good point there as well, my brother. He goes hard to develop when he's hurt, and injuries has definitely been a bug.
Mm-hmm.
Just for that tight end room in general. However, though, still, I just think that's a very underutilized position. So let's put Luke Lindenmeyer. I'm going to go right now, Harrison. I'm going to ask you this, man, when it comes to the other guys that we got there. Evans, we've talked a lot about, but he's experienced. He's tough. This kid right here, I think, is just my humble. Well, it's not even my opinion. The pundits. This guy's a shoe-in for the NFL. I mean, you don't see many tight ends.
Marshall?
Yeah. I'm talking about Justin Evans, but Marshall as well. But Justin Evans, I mean, finding top caliber centers, good ones, once they get in there, they stay a long time.
Mm-hmm.
They stay a long time once they're in there. So I was not surprised by Justin Evans being one of those guys that was going to be in there. When you think of Justin Evans, first of all, you don't hear a lot about him because he's always doing his job.
Yeah, it's the best compliment you can give a lineman. I say it all the time. Like Justin Evans-Jenkins, to keep it short, because I know we talk about this guy all the time. He's a monster. Like this, I'll say it every time. The best highlights were anytime Nebraska ran that swing pass last year, and you see Jenkins pulling out from that center position. He was laying corners out.
Yes, he was.
And sometimes they saw him coming. They couldn't do anything. Sometimes they didn't see him coming. Didn't ever seem to really matter. He's that big of a body to moving downhill and keep his balance to get those blocks on the outside. He's NFL caliber. If he continues on that track, he's an NFL dude.
To see a man that big, and I'm going to ask you, Salajuwon, did you play defensive back? And, I know, even out of my peripherals, Harrison, when you were talking, I seen Olajuwon shaking his head. Olajuwon, because you're what, 5'11"? I'm 5'10"? 5'8"?
Yeah, I was more undersized.
More undersized.
Yeah.
You was 5'8", and you weighed how much when you played?
I weighed about 165.
So 165, Evans is doing presses with your body in the weight room.
Yeah.
So when you play ball, if you've seen a man of his stature with speed, with footwork, Justin Evans, what's his measurements?
6'2", 315.
You see 6'2", 315 coming at you. Are you making a business decision on the perimeter?
I'm gonna make a business decision. It's for the team. It's for the team. It's for the team. It's bigger than me. I'm gonna make a business decision, and I'm gonna handle what's coming to me.
So are you gonna stop, drop, and roll?
I'm gonna take them on.
Take them on.
I'm gonna take them on. I'm gonna lead his outside shoulder free.
I like
Bring it
that
into
defense.
my help.
I like that defense.
Yeah, Dick, lean to the
You know
help.
what? And that is
Bring it to
smart.
the help.
He's going to keep that outside shoulder free because I'm not trying to get inside this big fella because you know what? You'll be underneath his shoulder pads.
Underneath, and he'll be pancaking me.
That's pretty much what happened on the script last year. Was just pancake.
You will be a highlight reel if you don't get that shoulder. If you get that shoulder pad on the inside, it's all she wrote. You're done.
That is it.
It's a wrap.
I will be on your ESPN.
We've talked ad nauseum. Like we've talked about a lot about Evans, and rightfully so, because again, for a position group that has been maligned for years, let's just be honest, Harrison, they've been maligned for years, and rightfully so, with the inconsistency, with the number of sacks. You think about this. We had more sacks against Minnesota than we had points. Am I correct on that?
I think you're right. I'd have to double check, but if you're wrong, it's really close.
I'm almost positive it was the Minnesota game. There were
right.
more sacks than points in that game. And you know what? Think about this, though, Harrison. We really weren't surprised.
No.
That's the sad part. I was telling Jay this yesterday. I am cautiously, but moving to positively encouraged with this offensive line. Again, I'm going to word it carefully. The potential to look like. In my opinion, this upcoming offensive line of this year has the potential. Again, potential means nothing other than what you've seen on paper and maybe some past receipts. Because regardless of how good you are, everything is still potential until you prove it again. And that's the beauty of athletics. You have to repeat what you've done before, if not raise the bar. Nebraska, we know, is going to have to raise the bar dramatically from the offensive line because as goes the offensive line, does Calandria, he's going to need that scramble ability if it's even a hint like it was in past years. Your receivers, all that stuff is great. Gilmore and the rest of them, that's great. The slew of running backs, that's great. But if you don't establish the line of scrimmage, none of that means much. So Evans, we can't discuss him enough. Do you think, and I've asked you this before, Harrison, the text line, you let us know as well, 402-464-5685. And we'll get on this on the other side of it as well. What's your expectations for the offensive line this year? What would you like to keep a sack number at?
I'm just going, how many sacks did Nebraska football give up last year?
Let's look that up.
I mean, the biggest expectation is obviously, can we protect the quarterback? The other part, I hope they could just gel because it's hard to protect your quarterback. If you're saying we're Calandria, assuming that he's going to be the guy, if he's going to be scrambling out there in the pocket, sometimes that offensive line is hard to know where their quarterback's at. How do we protect him if we can't read necessarily where he's at? If they can gel, I do honestly think that this is one of the stronger position groups on the entire Nebraska offense. The sack number, I'm trying to figure out how many they had last year. Defense, they allowed 33 sacks by their opponents last year.
33 sacks.
We gathered 22 sacks, but 33, and it's not so much the total number. It was certain games, right? Like that game versus Minnesota, where you racked up like double digits in sacks taken. Like you're not going to win ball games, and like we talk about all the time, where Nebraska football's at, I'm not chasing Ohio State right now. I'm not chasing Indiana. Now that is the ultimate goal at the end of the day. But To beat Minnesota, yeah, you can't give up 10 plus sacks in a single. You're going to lose games that way. The overall number is actually not as bad as I thought, but you still had those games where it just completely fell apart. And then to me, a lot of that's just lack of communication. No leader on the team. People are missing assignments. Something wasn't gelling. Because even the guys last year, you look at that offensive line, none of the measurements said these guys can't do it. None of the starts that they had under their belt said they couldn't do it. Something was not clicking. And I don't know if it was the chemistry with Dylan Raiola in the backfield, because honestly, with TJ Latifi in there, it got a little bit better at times. But for me, I do think it's going to be a significant jump. And then the run game behind it, that's going to be the part that really lets this offensive game thrive. If we can get a run game cooking and that offensive line get to that second level and they can start really gelling, I have high hopes. I don't think it'll be nearly as bad as last year. And even last year, I don't think it was all the offensive line. Again, when you're giving up that many sacks in a game, that is a collective failure as an offense. You can't just put that on the offensive line. So it's not to say we're going to be better than Michigan's offensive line or Ohio State's offensive line, but I think we'll be significantly better, at the very least, in my mind, in that middle tier of the Big Ten.
As you mentioned, like you said, Harrison, collective. It was a collective, and I would add another C, colossal failure, you know, in the most crucial times at last year. So you hope that gets remedied this year, and that doesn't happen as often. There's going to be bad plays. You don't want just a bad, I would say, just an overall bad identity. And Nebraska's offense just didn't, with an exception of EJ, of course. I mean, he bailed us out a ton. A lot of yaks, yard after contact, a lot of holes you didn't see. It was like, how in the heck did he see it? You know, so a big shout out. Again, EJ covered a lot of flaws just by the God-given ability, and also something you can't measure, but you can see it, is heart. And that's something I think the O-line lacked at times. You mentioned discipline. Yeah, that's true as well. I mean, you're spot on right there. But just heart, man. EJ ran with heart. Yeah. Heart. I go back to that run he got against Maryland, and I can still see the top right-hand corner where he had shook a couple dudes, ran over another one, shook another guy. Didn't score on that play, but he just kept going. He ran with bad intentions. And he was a violent runner, and he took pride in someone not tackling him the first time. I always think about that. There's a number of runs we can go to, but that one in Maryland up in College Park resonates with me the most, where he was just not going to be denied. You need that safe time of mentality from that offensive line, that I'm not looking for one block. I'm looking for three.
Only got the dudes to do it. Like we went through Brendan Black, big dude. Elijah Pritchett, big dude. We're high on him. Jenkins, big dude. Tree Babalati, big dude. We got dudes all over this offensive line. That, again, they have the measurements. That's one thing. I do think it's just going to come down to heart at this point. Heart, execution, and gelling together with those transfers.
Real quick before we go to break, Money G in Kansas, you got a point. Last year, one of the top tight ends in the nation from Kansas, only 5 hours away from Lincoln, goes to Notre Dame. One reason why Nebraska doesn't utilize tight end. And you know what? We've lost guys like that. Not only that, there's a young man at Iowa that's going to be starting as their center from Norfolk. And he's already on the watch list for the Remington Award.
And he talked about Nebraska. I don't think we offered him, did we?
Let's not talk about it. Let's take a break.
Don't go anywhere. It's the drive.
We'll be back.
3 steps a ticket.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. It's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear that you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Husker fans, the 2026 Nebraska football season is quickly approaching, and we need you in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. Single game tickets for all 7 home games start at just $45 and are now available in both end zone and sideline seat locations. These tickets are only available while supplies last, so get yours today before they're gone. To purchase your Husker football single game tickets or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they're committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perchmerch.com.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
Looking for a fun way to give back? Join us for the 2026 Kicks for Kids Nebraska Fun Run Walk, presented by Pinnacle Bank, on Saturday, August 22nd at James Arthur Vineyard. Enjoy a scenic 5K through beautiful grounds. Every step helps provide shoes to kids in Lincoln and Lancaster County schools, with options for adults, wine included, and kids. Registration fees include a t-shirt, medal, and bag. Sign up today and make a difference at kicksforkidsnebraska.org.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white truck, you know the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
This summer, Salt Dogs fans are making history at Haymarket Park. We're celebrating 25 seasons of grit, grins, heart, and hometown pride. Lincoln, you built this stadium. You named this team. And season after season, it's you, the fans, that keep us coming back for more. So let our thank you be our promise. The best is yet to come. Your local tradition plays on. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Building a new home can be a challenge, a lot of big choices. With our Remington homes, we have designed 15 different floor plans that appeal to a wide range of people.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier.
People really enjoy being able to go to our website, which is remingtonlincoln.com, pick a plan, pick a price point, go through and build it yourself. You have a lot of options, whether you want granite, painted trim, wood floors, more stone, all options with our Remington homes. People do not want to be married to their house payment. You're able to get what you really want in a home for a great price with very limited stress. And that's what Remington homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arris on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. It's The Drive. Harrison Arns on the 1s and 2s. We got AD in here, as well as a great guest in studio. AD segment number. Oh, this is the 5th segment. Today's flying by quick. Holy smokes.
Yes, it is. Jim Scheffelbein, brother, just wanted to give you a quick shout out, man. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, this is the Big Ten Media Days. Will go on Tuesday through Thursday, but Friday is my last show on The Drive. I'll get more into that on Friday as well. Basically, just business decision, man. Like I said, my own is just needs more time. But I tell you who else realizes that the time is right now. We're going to talk about Matt Rule. Harrison, let me ask you this. If you, in text line, let us know what you would ask too. 402-464-5665.
Stop asking AD to throat punch me. Now Dylan Bennett's hopping in on the train.
You're like, what is all this violence?
I really want it before Friday.
Yeah. Good thing we don't have a full week. I mean, I couldn't throat punch you on my last day. I could commit assault and then leave.
What's up, AD? What was the question?
An unknown texture. You're exactly right. 1562. Emmett ran like he was mad at the grass. That is a great way to explain that. That's beautiful analogy, because he did run like he was mad at the grass. Unknown texture 1562. Awesome analogy on that. You know what? If you had a question that you could ask Coach Rule, Harrison, regarding this upcoming season, what would it be?
Man, I was thinking about this on the break there. The obvious question is, you know, what is the Nebraska culture to you? Like, what are you trying to build? And then the other part, I'm trying to figure out a way you could word it. Like, what's the biggest hurdle right now? Is it attitudes? Is it chemistry? Is it talent? Like, what's the challenge to get to that next step? And that's probably the best way to word it. Because otherwise, we've talked about, man, there's so many question marks. I'm going to ask him about the offensive line. I can ask him, you know, the running back room. Who's, you know, some of the guys doing well there. The quarterback rooms. How's Cole Andrea looking? All that stuff's fair game, fair questions. But I'm just on the more overall level, like, what is your focus right now? Is it culture? Is it attitude? Is it evaluating talent still as we're getting closer to the season? I think it's probably where I'd land.
Olajuwon, you're from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. You were obviously a Panther fan. Quickly explain to me, like I said, Rule was the coach there at Carolina. I don't want to talk about Carolina. That's not relevant to right here. But as you're looking at Nebraska football, I wouldn't even say as an outsider, because you're born and raised on the East Coast, but then came and played Concordia. If you had a question to ask Rule regarding football this upcoming season, what would it be?
I would ask Matt Rule, why you? And what do I mean by why you? Like, what are you going to do different for this program to start winning some games consistently? And I also want to know, as we were talking about earlier, how are you going to include these tight ends in the daily, you know, every Saturday? I would definitely like to see them tight ends get more touches. That's very important to the win game. And also, like Harrison just said, what is the culture like? Who's the guy this year?
Yeah.
That's what I would like to know.
You know, if I was asking the first question, I'm talking about the man in the mirror. I'm asking Rule to change his ways.
Get that mic away from him. Next question.
And you know what? Because I am going to ask him, Rule, what are you going to change? And I'm going to tell you, all due serious, Elijah Wan, what's going to change this year? But you know what I'm glad has changed? Because he's, to me, in my opinion, again, this is equate to wins on Saturdays. You can win a lot of off seasons, but you got to win Saturdays. That's what matters the most. Preseason hype means nil, nothing whatsoever. But you know what I do like? There's been no national hype.
Nope.
There's been no splashy headlines. There's been no, this is our year. This feels like a Rule. Again, I'm prefacing this. I don't know what this means, but I do like so far not hearing a lot from him. And from the whole entire team as far as that goes. I don't want to hear this is this. No. Go out and prove it. And Rule, and I'm just going to say from my personal opinion, appears to be comfortable letting everyone else do the talking, which you should anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear more about winning off seasons and, going for three. I don't want any of that mantra muck. I don't want any of that. Just go compete. As Coach McBride would say, play like your hair is on fire. I mean, fellas, listen to this, man. You play for the University of Nebraska. 5 national championships. Tradition. You have I'm biased, but it's also the truth. You have the most dedicated fan base in all of college football that will come watch you regardless of what's going on. But even our fans, at the point, you reach a point, and it's a dangerous thing. It's called apathy. Because apathy means I don't even care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they won by 50. Great. Oh, they lost by 100. That's great. I'll go mow the lawn. That's a horrible place to be, because when your fans are no longer upset, that's like a relationship when you know it's on the rocks, but they say, that's fine.
Well, that's what was scary about last year.
That's a dangerous place to be.
Those last 3 games, I think that was the first time I got a whiff of it. Like Iowa, Penn State, heading into that Utah game, there wasn't a lot of people that cared. And that is a rare spot for, and again, it's not like Matt Rule does not deserve all the, discredit. Like, he got us to back-to-back bowl games, which is something we were screaming for forever, but to get blown out in that fashion, and for what he's supposed to be, a program builder, at that point in his career, was at year 3, you're sitting there thinking, how is this the case? And that apathy, again, I think us Husker fans think we are loyal and it's great and we'll be here, for, it feels like for anything. But it's not something you can take advantage of. It's one of the best things that you could capitalize instead of just kind of being mediocre and hovering and doing maybe just enough. That doesn't last forever. Right. And that's my fear for the Husker football program, is that I almost felt a little bit of that towards the end of last season. And if you're Matt Rule, I hope that pressure is motivating you in the right way and making you, I don't want to say rethink everything, but reevaluate your program building. And maybe Nebraska is not like Temple. Maybe Nebraska is not like Baylor.
Nebraska is not like Temple.
So
it
what
is not
do you
like
need
Baylor.
to add to your repertoire? What do you need to tell your players? I don't expect it to be perfect, but we got to start getting closer at this point. I mean, at this point in his career, you got the contract extension. And to your point, who are you? Are you the guy that actually fixed this program that you had enough time and you're pausing here? So, I mean, there's, like I said, I'm very curious to see what's all going to be asked. There's a lot of question marks around this team.
Like you said, he got everything that he wanted. He got the contract extension. He got what he needed. Now Nebraskans want to see some games being won.
Mm-hmm.
I would only interject and say he got what he wanted. Lord knows I don't know about that need part, because I tell you what, I as a Nebraska fan, I would have needed some more receipts as far as wins, as far as that goes. But at the end of the day, it's a business. I ain't going to fault another man for securing the bag or a lady for securing the bag. But as fans, we would like to have more wins to go along with. And I know he does and staff do as well. I mean, it's talk to me, Harrison.
This golf Jake, I'm glad people like our post-game show content, assuming he's talking about us and some of the other post-game shows. He says, honestly, last year I was looking forward to most of the reaction shows to listen to the fans crash out. Sucks when that's what I was most excited about by the end of the year.
It was like an SNL skit, but it was true. You know what I'm saying?
John says, y'all got Cat Williams in the booth today.
We'll be back with the AD attitude adjustment. It's the drive. It's Monday.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they're committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perchmerch.com.
Guys, if you're dealing with low back pain or trouble urinating, don't just live with it. These could be signs of treatable conditions. At Advanced Medical Imaging, their interventional radiologists specialize in minimally invasive procedures designed to relieve symptoms and improve your quality of life without major surgery. June is Men's Health Month. Take the step. Call Advanced Medical Imaging today to schedule a consult and find out what AMI can do for you.
Looking for a fun way to give back? Join us for the 2026 Kicks for Kids Nebraska Fun Run Walk, presented by Pinnacle Bank, on Saturday, August 22nd at James Arthur Vineyard. Enjoy a scenic 5K through beautiful grounds. Every step helps provide shoes to kids in Lincoln and Lancaster County schools, with options for adults, wine included, and kids. Registration fees include a t-shirt, medal, and bag. Sign up today and make a difference at kicksforkidsnebraska.org.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville. Koppel is proud to be the highest rated GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln areas based on Google reviews. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months on new Silverado and Sierra 1500 models. But hurry, the 0% financing offer won't last long. Visit us in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com. Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get 1 half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Building a new home can be a challenge, a lot of big choices. With our Remington homes, we have designed 15 different floor plans that appeal to a wide range of people.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier.
People really enjoy being able to go to our website, which is remingtonlincoln.com, pick a plan, pick a price point, go through and build it yourself. You have a lot of options, whether you want granite, painted trim, wood floors, more stone, all options with our Remington homes. People do not want to be married to their house payment. You're able to get what you really want in a home for a great price with very limited stress. And that's what Remington homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You're counting on your team to win. So why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock, owner of A1 Automotive. At A1 Automotive, we believe every vehicle has a purpose, and every customer does too. That's why we focus on dependable repairs, honest recommendations, and exceptional speed in service. Our goal is simple: to help you travel confidently and safely wherever life takes you. A1 Automotive, driven by purpose, built on trust. You can visit us online, a1autolincoln.com, or visit us at either of our 3 locations, 5110 State Hill Drive, 1117 L Street here in Lincoln, and our newest location, 408 Main Street, Seward, Nebraska.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white truck, you know the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arens on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gonna miss Harrison Hardington. I'm gonna miss Harrison in this place, in this piece, all day. Mama, miss Harrison in this house, in this piece. H-bomb!
I don't know what you mean. Someone's something about being in my house. I don't know. It's like, this rap's interesting. It's interesting lyrics between the lines here.
It's interesting. Interesting lyrics you have there, AD. It's like that scene in Empire Strikes Back. Luke Skywalker does this. He jumps up in the air and spins in the air, and Darth Vader goes, "Impressive."
Is that real?
Impressive. Yeah, he really does.
I thought that was like a made. I honestly thought that was AI. No. I've seen that resurface. I've never watched the movies. That seems ridiculous.
Impressive. Oh, let's get a full roundup for it. We have my man Olajuwon in the house joining us. Olajuwon, thank you so much for stopping by, man. We finally got it done after a year. And I knew, like I said, no, this is going to be my last week on there. I was like, okay, wait a minute. We got to do it this week, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing me on, man.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you for coming on, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the acumen you bring and the background and experience. Folks, we discussed the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers, of course, what they brought in the NFL last year. We talked about at 9:30, brought in $14.5 billion with a B in gross receipts last year. And each team started off a little over 430 actually, before ticket sales and souvenirs and merchandise and parking.
Oh, dang cheeseheads.
All them cheeseheads, that's right. And the Packers disclosed theirs because of the way their business structure is. Other teams do not necessarily have to do that. So you know where that goes. And we discussed 10 o'clock, of course, our team. Tomorrow, it will not be me and Harrison. It will be a large part of the team. DP, Jay Foreman, Jake Sorensen, Austin Orman will be broadcasting live from the Big Ten Media Football Days, which starts in Chicago. So you don't want to miss them on the ground, boots on the ground in Chicago as far as that goes. I will be back Friday for my last drive with my man Harrison. And like I said, your family, bro, always will be, into each one of you listeners as well. So we'll discuss that more on Friday as well. Folks, kind of the quick, the AD attitude adjustment today is this. And I talked about this. This is the last Monday. If you look at the Aaron Davis Attitude Expert on Instagram, I posted this video. This is the last Monday of July. Think about that. This is the last Monday of July. Folks, we are day 209 into this year. This year is flying by. 209. I write it every morning.
How's those New Year's resolutions doing?
You know what I'm saying? So, Harrison, every morning in my journal, brother, I write this, because I'm doing it in my quiet time, but I write the day because it reminds me how quick it's going. So each day, when I wrote that this morning, day 209 of
right,
206.
memoirs over there. This has to feel a lot of writing.
They know Ernest Hemingway was in here. Instead of Ernest, call me EJ, dog. Or Ernesto. But I write that 209. We are day 209 of 365. As you mentioned, Harrison, how are those resolutions going? How are those objectives? Because guess what, folks? Whether you're moving or not, time is. Time is. Folks, don't move that dial. One-on-one. No, it's not. It's going to be one-on-one with DP.
One-on-one with me and Bach.
Bach and Harrison will be talking more. What do you guys, kind of a quick preview for you guys, man?
Oh, we got football. We'll preview some more Big Ten Media Days. He's an NBA guy, so we'll probably dive into some NBA news as well. We'll get into all that good stuff. So plenty of things to talk about. A lot of speculation, conversations, what we're hoping to see, what we're expecting to see, as well as any other news tidbits that come out through today, Monday, July 27th. Appreciate everybody listening. AD, you only got like 2 shows left. I'll let you say goodbye to the ticket listeners.
Folks, I cannot wait to listen to the guys from the Big Ten Media Days, but also one thing I can't wait for is on Friday, my last show on the drive. We'll have a good time. Kind of go down memory lane a little bit as well. Obviously have a lot of information from the Big Ten Media Days. Folks, don't move that dial. You got Bach and my man H-Bond coming up next. It's The Drive, 937 Ticket.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bet